Hi, George Gannon here, and as most of you may know, I've successfully built a £3.6 million portfolio before the age of 26. How did I do this so quickly? It was via commercial conversion. So having done this, I since set up the UK's first 2-day commercial conversion course. And then most recently, I've now set up the UK's first 3-day commercial conversion course. And on the 3-day commercial conversion course, you will be working with myself for the first 2 days, and we'll be covering the basics. So what do you get on the basics? It's basically bringing everyone up to the same level, and we'll look at what is building control. So why do you need to know about building control? Because it is the main catalyst in what costs you the money doing a commercial conversion and complying with building regulations to the standard and specification you need to do a project to. So understanding this, understanding the pitfalls and where the costs are, very important, especially when you're trying to do an appraisal, to see if you can get the actual units out of a project which fit on the plan but have to comply with building regulations. Also, we've got planning, so we'll drill down into what is planning permission, what are the different levels and stages of planning permission. How do you know whether you're likely to get planning permission on a project or not? Again, what are the pitfalls there that not everyone tells you? What to watch out when you go to auction, when you're buying stuff. And within the planning, it's also a case of when to buy. So there's different stages of that risk factor, i.e. buying something that hasn't got planning permission in place. Now, everything bar one of my properties I've bought without planning permission in place. So it's what I love and what I specialise in. Also, permitted development. So we'll talk about what is permitted development and prior notification and what you can actually do with this and how it'll save you money and how it's possibly the best thing for you guys to sort of learn and specialise in to start with. And alongside this, we'll then cover all the little caveats on normal planning that might catch you out, like Section 106 or CIL or affordable housing, etc. So there's a few within the planning. We'll then jump on to the legals. So what I don't want is you guys to really come a cropper, and it is so important to understand what the points of caution are when you're looking at any project, because there are a lot of little small pitfalls that you could fall into. So that's the basics. We'll bring everyone up to speed on the basics. We'll then look at the exit. So I was toying with starting with the exit first, because when you look at anything, you want to know the exit first. It's all about exit, 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 and de-risking, de-risking, de-risking. So when you look at a project, we need to start with the end in mind, and we need to reverse engineer that. We need to know there's definitely a market for it. We need to know how we're going to go about doing this so that there's the whole project's de-risked. So there's a good 10 to 12 different strategies and points that we'll cover and touch on in detail in that section. After the exit, we then look at the build and management. So within the build and management, you have the whole process from start to finish on how you go about doing this with the full build team. So that we talk about all the different people within the build team, how to find a good quality competent builder, what to look out for, the little pitfalls, the scheduling, the programmer works, what the QS does, which is a quantity surveyor, how that process works, and what contracts you need, etc. So we'll cover the whole build process in a nutshell, with what you need to cover, the top key areas there, and also the CDM, so the construction design management aspect of that as well. Now, after that, we've got finance. So we'll cover what finance is and how to get finance for your project and what the costs look like there. So we'll cover whether you've got your personal finance, whether you're looking to do bridging finance, what the little caveats are there, and loan to values and costs, etc. Then do development finance. We're looking at what the bank's actually like and what rates you can expect and being realistic with yourself as well. And then we'll look at vendor finance, we'll look at other options like exchange delayed completion, vendor financing, pensions, so a whole area. And then obviously your exit, what's tripping a few developers up at the moment on their exit as well with finance. So we've got the exit, we've got the finance, and then we cover the last and the most exciting part, which is the sourcing and the full appraisal. So basically that's last, because without knowing everything, you can't start sourcing because you don't know what you're looking for. So when we start on the sourcing, we'll look at where to find them, how to approach the agents, how to get your offer accepted, the mindset master, which is 4 sheets of how you go about doing this. And then once we've done this, we'll do a desktop appraisal, so how to appraise a property on the desktop. Then if it stacks, what to know and what to take in your viewing toolbox. So what to note down, what to take with you, and then after that we'll run into if it stacks, a detailed appraisal. So it's a case of whether you're packaging it or you're keeping it, and if you are packaging and selling it, how we do package deals. And also within the detailed appraisal, we'll jump onto a detailed services appraisal. So the services are a very vital part within any construction. So the full process from start to finish within the sourcing. Now that's just the 2 days, and that is with me. And that is good quality content, mind-blowing stuff, and a must for anyone in property, whether it's just normal houses or development. You're going to take so much away from this that is just relevant to property. And then after that, you get Damien, our in-house architect, who goes and does the full day on it's typically Monday, so it's normally Friday to Monday, so he has a full day with you. And he gets the plans out, so you get to start playing around, and he'll teach you how to do it from his point of view and his aspect, and he'll run through a few more little things that trip up most novices or most developers. And basically we're after saving you money so you can do as much as you can yourself before you start passing these over to your solicitor or your architect or your professional team. So if this sounds of interest to you, then please sign up right now, and I look forward to seeing you on the day.